Need help? I forgot you're missing a lot of teeth. There. Good boy. Okay, time to go in the bath. Come on. Today we are grooming Charlie, and he's a 13-year-old Maltese and Poodle mix. And I've been grooming him for 13 years. Charles, are we gonna have a bath? Are we gonna have a bath, buddy? Now Charlie is a little bit nervous for grooming. He never used to be nervous for grooming, but as he's gotten older, he's become a little bit more nervous. He's also had some medical issues and required a decent amount of vet visits in the past few years, so that could all be, you know, combined to cause his anxiety. Yeah. Now Charlie here is the brother of my sister's late dog, Diego, who has been on the channel before. Sadly, Diego did pass away this past summer, which was really sudden and unexpected and horrible. Obviously, it's always horrible to lose a pet. But Charlie here is still kicking. He did have cancer not too long ago on his toe, and he had to have his toe removed. But Charlie's owner is a very, very good owner, and he takes care of all of his dog's medical needs immediately. He is very regular with grooming. Charlie has a great home. And actually, Charlie's owner was my very first client when I opened my business. Not with Charlie, with his other dog, Oscar, who was a Shih Tzu. He was my first client, and then he got Charlie not too long afterwards. And his grandson got Diego, Charlie's brother. And then when Diego was about 5, he could no longer keep Diego, and then my sister ended up taking Diego. Charlie's owner actually has no idea that I am making a video of him today. This is a surprise, you know, a little Christmas present, because Charlie has been coming to me for so long. His owner has been supporting me for so long. So I decided I needed to make a little video of Charlie today. He's a very good boy, and although this video is not going to be super entertaining, I hope you guys stay and watch anyways, because Charlie deserves the views. He is missing a toe here on his front foot, right? Is it this foot? No. He is missing a toe on this foot because he had it removed because it had cancer, right? Charlie's owner is one of those owners who not only followed me from grooming salon to grooming salon to grooming salon and supported me from the beginning, but he also took everything that I said seriously about his dogs. If I said, you know, oh, your dog's teeth are starting to have issues, they need a dental, the next thing I know, the appointment was booked and the dog had a dental. He's just very much on top of his dog's care, which is nice to see, because when you run a grooming business for so many years, unfortunately, you do have a lot of clients that are obviously neglected, and they're neglected at every single grooming appointment, and the owners don't listen to anything you have to say because they either think they know better or they simply don't care. And it's hard to watch those dogs over the years deteriorate and always be in the same poor condition. So it's nice when you have owners that love and care for their pets and respect you and respect what you say. It's a mutual respect. Another thing about Charlie here is when I started social media in 2020, for about 2 years, I was running my full-time pet grooming business and doing social media on the side. And I was essentially working double shifts every single day, essentially 7 days a week. And I did not have any life outside of work, basically. So at one point, I had to make a decision. I either had to run my grooming business or I had to do social media, but I couldn't do both. And I chose social media, which means that I had to close my grooming business. I tried to keep it operating with other groomers running the salon for me for a little while, and I didn't like how that was going because I like to provide individualized personal care to my clients, and I just didn't feel like they were matching what I wanted, so I inevitably chose to close the business. And in doing that, I only kept a very handful amount of clients because I couldn't keep, you know, everybody, obviously. And those clients were either dogs or cats that had behavioral issues that started doing really well with me over the years, and the owners were concerned that if they brought their dog or cat somewhere else, it wasn't going to go as well. So for their peace of mind, I kept those clients. Quite a few of those clients have unfortunately passed away since. I also kept a little tiny Yorkie. You guys have seen Gracie before on the channel. She has unfortunately also passed away. But she was severely injured in a grooming salon prior to seeing me. So for the owner's peace of mind, I kept grooming her because she wasn't injured in my care, and they were confident that I was going to take good care of her while she was in my care. So I kept her on. And I kept a lot of senior dogs on as well, because one thing is, as I just mentioned about Charlie, he's starting to get nervous in his old age. I have learned what Charlie tolerates. I have learned what, you know, his ailments that he's gotten over the years, you know, where he's developed arthritis, where he doesn't like certain things, you know, being touched or pulled at, for example, because of his age. And so I kept a lot of my senior clients because I knew them so well. And again, the clients were concerned about bringing their dogs somewhere else. So I kept those clients on too. I obviously couldn't keep everybody, but a lot of those clients have since passed, but Charlie is still here, and he gets to stay with me not only because he is a senior, but because his owner was my very first client. So out of respect to the owner for supporting me throughout all the years, I wanted to do the same for him. You still like your treats, buddy? Still like your treats? Good boy. Okay, I gotta go for a blow dry. So for Mr. Charlie here, when I blow dry him, I do use the high velocity dryer, but I take the nozzle off, which actually makes the dryer be a little bit less strong and so less scary for the dog. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do today is shave his sanitary. See there, buddy. I know. Another treat? Do I have any left? I do. Now Charlie is going down in a number 3 today. He'll go down in a number 3 today, and then the next time I see him just before Christmas, he will get a little tidy up so that he looks cute for Christmas. I'm just feeling to see if he's got any moles. We have a growth there. Because as dogs get older, I noticed when I was drying him as well that he's got a lot of new moles and skin tags. that you kind of have to watch out for, especially when you're using a skip tooth blade. The skip tooth blade is this sharp blade here to ensure that you don't cut any of those moles. Boy, Charlie. As you can see, Charlie is obviously a very good boy. He's shaking because he's nervous, but he's also got some arthritis and probably has some weakness as well. It's a lot on older dogs to be groomed, and a lot of them get super nervous as they age. Ace, I had to groom Ace the other day, and oh my God, what a nightmare that was. He's just old and frail, and he's got arthritis, and he hates it, and it sucks. So I tend to neglect him a little bit because I don't want to groom him because of how much he hates it. So while he does get regular baths, I kind of hold off on giving him haircuts, and then he turns into like a woolly mammoth that looks like it's been through World War I and II. And then eventually it comes to a point where I have to groom him. Do you have any moles on this leg? I don't think so. Okay, can I clip your nails? And shave your paw pads. Now we must tidy. Turn this way, buddy. Sit. No? Okay, don't sit. Okay, comb this forward. Your visor. Oh, gotta stay. You know the drill. Boy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. Okay, we have to do your lips. Every old dog hates having their lips done. Stay. Good boy. So he has a little bit of like gunk here, so I usually just take my thinning shears, my flea comb. I'll be okay. Try to get it out if it comes out. If not, I might have to scissor it out. Okay, it came out. Come here, buddy. It's okay. Sometimes if you blow on their face, they'll stop panting and put their tongue in their mouth, so it's easier to trim their face. Because it can be hard to make their face even when they're opening it the whole time. Stay. No, stay. And Charlie is all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this very special groom on a very special dog today. Don't forget, if you want to see more of this fluffy, adorable content, to hit that follow or subscribe button and share with all of your friends. I know you got no teeths. Well, I got a few teeths. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days. Somebody is ready to go home. You going home, Charlie? You going for a car ride? You going for a car ride? Of course, you have to have your winter jacket on.